This is home. Twin States News starts right now.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Emanuel. Parents in Meridian were able to attend class today to learn more about mental health in children and ways to support them. Twin States News' Jacob Isrobi gives us a look at what's being taught.
Parents want to be there for their kids, both physically and mentally. Meridian Public School District hosted the latest Parent University to focus on the topic of mental health and social emotional learning. Respectful Ways founder Pam McNall tells why social emotional learning is important.
Social and emotional learning is something that you have to use like a muscle. And if it's not always instantaneous for us to have empathy, the compassion, the responsibility, the respect, this helps the parents, not just the educators, but the parents be able to relate to their kids, experience this with their children.
Meridian Public School District behavioral specialist Dr. James Murphy shares what he hopes to accomplish with this event.
Our school district is trying to not only set the bar, but really raise the bar higher than any other school district in the state with our initiatives to increase our children's social and emotional intelligence. And that's what we've brought the parents out here today to talk about.
He also explains how the parents can get involved.
We're doing everything from comprehensive screeners, where the parents can know their children's actual SEL scores, all the way up to a digital SEL module where they can learn lessons on SEL that are interactive and fun, and that they can even take them home and learn with the parents together.
Focusing on the mental health and positivity of today's youth, and it starts at home. In Meridian, Jacob Isrobi, Twin States News.
Meridian police make an arrest following a shooting at a local hotel. 19-year-old Raekwon Schamberger was arrested by the Meridian Police Department and is accused of shooting Michael Bennett Jr. and Kadarius Walker at the Red Roof Inn on Tuesday. According to MPD, both Bennett and Kadarius were transported to a local hospital. Bennett sustained multiple gunshot wounds and is listed in critical condition. It's reported that Walker had a serious wound to the hand. Schamberger has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault. His bond is set at $550,000 for both charges. A Texas mother has been arrested in Alabama on 2 counts of abandoning her children without intent to return. The Roman Forest, Texas Police Department says Raven Yates was arrested Wednesday at an apartment complex in Mobile, Alabama. Police say Yates allegedly abandoned her 12-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son at their home in Texas from September 8, 2022, until they were discovered by the 12-year-old's father on November 14th. The father, who has been working out of town in California, became concerned and contacted authorities after receiving regular requests for food delivery from his daughter. A warrant for Yates was issued in December. Infrastructure projects are set to disrupt travel through Marion this summer. Marion residents will need to find alternate paths to their destinations. Mayor Larry Gill says a bridge replacement project along Dale Drive will be a headache for the community, but it's necessary to keep drivers safe as they travel through town. The project is being funded through the State Emergency Road and Bridge Repair Fund and is set to begin this summer. However, it may not be finished by the start of the 2023-24 school year. Today, Tamaulipas State's Attorney General said that 5 people have been detained in the case of the deadly kidnapping of 4 Americans in Mexico. 2 Americans and a Mexican woman were killed after gunmen opened fire on the 4 U.S. citizens shortly after their arrival in the city of Matamoros on March 3rd. Mexican government officials found the 4 Americans on the city's outskirts on Monday, by which time only 2 were alive. A man guarding the victims was arrested at the time. Mexican officials gave the bodies of the 2 dead men, identified as Shaid Woodard and Zindell Brown, to U.S. officials on Thursday afternoon. The February jobs report just out today, and it shows employers added 300,000 jobs last month. Now that's great news for workers, but it could mean another interest rate hike by the Fed as it tries to get a grip on inflation. Meanwhile, in D.C., Republicans are ripping apart the president's new budget proposal. Caroline Shively breaks it down for us from Washington.
I think we got a good jobs report.
President Biden reacting to the February unemployment number on Friday. On news, the economy added 311,000 jobs.
Today's job numbers is clear. Our economy is moving in the right direction.
That number is higher than economists predicted, but the wage growth of 0.2% is a slight dip from January.
I see this really as more of a mixed news report.
Despite cooling wage hikes, a hotter than expected labor market can still feed inflation, putting pressure on Federal Reserve members to raise interest rates once again at their meeting March 22nd, following months of substantial hikes.
This probably makes the Fed a little more cautious about doing 50 basis points instead of 25 basis points, but they're going to hike for a while.
We're going to whip it.
This comes one day after the president presented his budget proposal for the 2024 fiscal year. It adds $2.6 trillion in new spending over the next 10 years, but brings in $5.5 trillion more in revenue thanks to tax hikes on the wealthy. It's also dead on arrival in the Republican-controlled House.
And what does this budget do? Raise more taxes, spends more money.
There's no making sense of what he's saying because it is economically illiterate.
Now the White House says it's time for House Republicans to come out with their own budget proposal. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
Another round of rain and snow slams into California this week. People throughout the state are bracing for the possibility of flooding and mudslides. Max Gordon has more.
Every time it storms, we lose power.
Rain and gusty winds knocking out power to thousands of people in California. It's all part of an atmospheric river pummeling the state this week. In the Bay Area, some homes and businesses were in the dark for several hours on Thursday. Pacific Gas and Electric says its crews are working around the clock to respond to outages.
We can have crews coming from pretty much any part of our service area. Primarily what we see during storms is vegetation or debris flying through the air, hitting our equipment and causing outages.
Evacuation orders are in place for several counties in central and northern California. Multiple rounds of rain threaten to cause mudslides and force rivers to overflow. Water rescue teams are ready to deploy if needed.
We have technical rope rescue equipment, boats, jet skis, paddle boats, search equipment. And so really these teams are made up of folks that are cross-trained in all these other disciplines.
Forecasters expect California's mountain communities to be hit the hardest. Many neighborhoods are still digging out from back-to-back snowstorms, and now they're bracing for as much as 8 feet of snow in some locations. Local officials are urging people to avoid driving, saying rain and snowmelt could cause extensive flooding.
Trees are weakened through storms, the ground that's saturated, so if you don't have to go out, just stay at home.
Forecasters say more storms could hit California early next week. In Monterey County, California, Max Gordon, Fox Weather.
School administrators and even many students say that vaping is one of the biggest problems inside local high schools. Now, some Northern Virginia schools are trying something new to deter students. They're installing vape detecting devices. Julie Carey shows us how they work.
These are the devices just activated this week in 2 Stafford County high schools. They're called FlySense, as in fly on the wall. As this demo video shows, they're typically placed in bathrooms or locker rooms where they can detect vape smoke. Then through an app, an alert is sent to school administrators or security staff. They can then confront the student offender. James Stemple was a principal before he became Stafford School's executive director of constituent services.
I said 21 years as a principal, this is probably one of the biggest problems I've seen that we've had to deal with.
But it's not just administrators and teachers worried about vaping. At a recent meeting, the school board's student representative sharing results of a survey in which vaping emerged as the #1 concern. Stemple says vaping jeopardizes student health and disrupts instruction.
It's an addictive problem. The kids need to leave class to hit their vape. Or, Julie, we've had kids in class trying to vape in class.
Demand for the vape detectors on the rise. The CEO of one company that makes them says after several months of use, many school districts see results.
And typically we will find an 85% to 90% reduction on vaping on campus.
The first day the detectors were activated this week in Stafford, there were 5 vape seizures, and at Colonial Forge High School, one student, a repeat offender, was charged with a misdemeanor for having a vape pen with THC. Most students who are caught will face suspensions. Right now, Stafford administrators view this as a trial period to see if the detectors curb vaping.
That's the hope, that it would be a deterrent to the behavior.
One thing the detectors have already done underscored the scope of the problem. The challenge right now, keeping up with all the alerts they're getting.
Relief is in sight for migraine sufferers after the FDA approved a new nasal spray. The agency gave the green light today to Pfizer's drug Zavzpret for the treatment of acute migraine with or without aura in adults. Aura refers to any neurological disturbance that appears just before or during the start of migraines. The new fast-acting medicine, which is administered through a nasal spray, offers quick relief from the crippling pain caused by migraine headaches. The Migraine Research Foundation says migraines affect 39 million people in the United States. Mortgage rates are up for the 5th week in a row. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage now averaging 6.73%. That's up 8 basis points from the previous week. The average rate on the 15-year mortgage rose to 5.95%. Freddie Mac's weekly report on mortgage rates is based on thousands of applications received from lenders across the country. Your complete weekend forecast is next. Plus this.
Will pumping carbon dioxide below the ground help combat the ongoing climate crisis? I'm Jackie Ibanez with a look at some of the innovative strategies tackling greenhouse gas emissions. It's all straight ahead.